Alright guys, let's do a bow and then let's get running round.
Yes, good hustle, keep it going.
Are we listening? Are we listening?
We're back.
We are back indeed. Hey,
Firstly, I want to say a big thank you to maybe our new number one listener,
I think she's just bought her way in.
Natalia,
Thanks, Natalia.
for buying us lunch.
This is amazing. Yeah, thanks so much.
We went to
so
Baffled.
nice of you.
And we got a pork belly ragu. And then we got a peanut crunch for dessert and a sampelli for drink. And it came in to exactly the amount that she paid us.
So I think we just landed there, didn't we? It
It
wasn't
just,
played
no,
for.
no, it was just perfect.
Yeah.
Just chance.
Planets aligned.
Unbelievable. So,
Yeah, this is amazing, by the way. Again, shout out to Baffled, but massive shout out to Natalia. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We eat today.
Yeah, that's it.
Probably wouldn't have eaten.
We know we're going to survive the day.
That's it. So, if any other people want to be promoted to number one fan, just message and I'll send you the details and you'll be promoted.
Oh my God.
Unbelievable, Jeff. How are you doing? Are you dipping? Or
I'm going to dip in a sec. I'm just
you're
trying
gonna,
it as it's on.
okay, interesting tactic. Yeah, it's like a soup sort of thing, isn't it?
But it's so good. Sorry to all of you that are just sitting there listening to us eat.
Yeah, this is going to be like an experience episode where
Yeah.
we're not actually going to talk that much. We're just going to eat.
And make squelching noises with our mouth.
Yeah, and just sort of go, oh, that's so good. That kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, there's going to be a community that's going to be getting off on that.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
It becomes some sort of niche
Adventures
porn thing.
in food. Food adventures. That could be another podcast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, Jiu-Jitsu. This week, how has your training been, Steve?
My training's been good. I was saying just now, wasn't I? I feel like lately, as you know, I haven't had much time or my normal amount of time to get on the mats. So I've been trying to get it in when I can. And for a long time, I feel like I've been in a bit of a plateau. We've all been there before, sure. But I feel like I've just been able to break out of that plateau a little bit. I've been trying to get more into the legs. I feel like that's, at the level I'm at, I want to be getting more and more into that. I don't want to get to brown belt and not really have a decent leg game. So I've really been trying to work on that, but being unsure about really, unsure of where to start. And I find that has happened several times in my kind of jiu-jitsu life. Is I've got to a plateau, and I've got to a point where where do I go from here? How do I? All I can, whatever I'm trying to work on, whatever system, whatever kind of new thing I'm trying to. All I can see is all of it, and it was you that did a really good job with the legs of sort of illustrating the 4 jump-off points: 50-50, outside ashi, cross ashi, saddle. The 4 jumping off points that you can then build things onto. So I'm just doing that and searching for heels the whole time and just trying to get into those positions. Entries, I think, has been a big thing for me lately, trying to get into that. So and I just feel like the Wednesday we talked about that was like a massive breakthrough, and I feel like I'm breaking out of the plateau and then applying it today with you and Dusty, and that the kind of debriefing that we had. It was like this feels like I'm kind of definitely garnering some new like gold data.
Yeah,
able to apply.
Yeah, leg locks. It's like learning this whole martial art on its own.
100%.
Like, it really is. And as you more get into jiu-jitsu, like each area of jiu-jitsu, passing, pinning, upper body submissions, guards, different guards, like leg, like they all become their own like subsystem, which you could literally spend a lifetime just developing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think leg locks, like if you're like overwhelmed by information, which a lot of people probably are, looking at the 4 main positions, outside ashi, cross ashi, so cross ashi not saddle, but cross ashi, so the foot is still on the outside, so you'd be applying an outside heel hook. Saddle, so that is a cross ashi, but the foot's on the inside, so it'd be an inside heel hook, and then 50-50. I think breaking it down into those and sort of getting really au fait with those positions, they're your sort of maintenance positions. They're your mount, your side control, your north-south, your knee on belly, your back. You know, they're the leg lock equivalents to that. And then there's going to be different variations of those. But I would suggest just getting good at those initially, so you really understand how to apply all your submissions. And again, so we've got maintenance positions. Then we've got the submissions themselves, your heel hooks, your toe holds, your straight foot locks, your knee bars, your Aoki variations, Mikey locks, you know, like we were doing today, calf slicers potentially, you know, like all these lower body submissions. And then, like you said earlier, we have the entries to those positions. And then you could probably say we have transitions between those positions. Yeah. And all those details make up the kind of the leg game. But I think, just understanding, having like, say, one entry into each of those, or even just one entry into a leg lock position. It might just be like a basic, like I'm going to pull into single leg X, knock my partner over and get into outside ashi. And then I'm going to build my whole game just starting from there. And I know all I need to do is pass the foot across and now I'm in 50-50. Or I pummel my feet from the outside to the inside and I'm in cross ashi. Pass it across, now I'm in saddle. So building those connections, you know, and just sort of developing it from somewhere. You just had to start somewhere. Yeah. You know, but thinking about those four positions of like, so they're landmarks. Like I know, you know, as the fight's happening and I've passed it across, I know, I'm in 50-50 now. You know, I've pummeled my legs inside. Oh, now I'm in saddle. Like having those landmarks to draw on so that you don't get too lost. Yeah. And then you can just start adding it. Oh, I've added another entry. I've added an entry into saddle now from the bottom. Like, so I've added that piece in now. Yeah. You know, I've added a couple of different, like, you know, the finishes I think are like the easiest bit.
They start the cherry on the cake.
The submissions are like to teach and to learn. Once you've learned, you know, once you understand like how to break, initially from like a beginner perspective, I feel like they're like the easiest bit. And they're not actually going to help you get good at leg locks. Yeah. Because you need to get into the leg locks. Like you could make the argument maybe that the entries are the most important bit. Because if you've got shit entries, you never get in there anyway. Yeah. And then like your control of the situation is really important as well. So understanding like your main position and then how to control each one of those positions so that you've got long enough to get your bite and start attacking a leg lock. Yeah. You know, so
the passing of the leg. Sorry to jump in. The passing of the leg was a real breakthrough in my mind, because it's actually, you could almost say there's two positions, because you're changing a position from, say, saddle to cross ashi by passing the leg across, right? And then outside ashi to 50-50 by passing the leg across. So actually you could start on either one of those two from either side, and so they're linked. So then that simplifies it even further. And that's, I think, what helps me. I think probably helps a lot of people get to that point where they're doing it, they're understanding it, and therefore applying it effectively. Is being able to, I use this term a lot, but getting the broad strokes, and I feel like that is a really good illustration of the broad strokes of leg locks. And like you said, you could do what I've just said, have those four positions as jumping off points, and just search for straight foot locks. You know, just more for the. Sorry.
Yeah, you could.
But I'm going to go for heels. I think. But
I found
if you overload yourself,
about heels in every position really helped me. Yeah. Because I already kind of knew how to do a straight foot lock, but heel hooks were like, oh wow. And something about like controlling that knee line, and understanding how to apply pressure with your hips, and controlling the lower part of the leg, and applying pressure to the middle of the leg, or the opposite, but controlling the top of the leg and then rotating the bottom of the leg. Going down that really helped me understand more about like braking mechanics and how I needed to control the leg to be able to apply the braking mechanics. And the same thing is true of straight foot locks, but I don't know why, I can't really put it into words, but just understanding and learning how to do heel hooks from all the positions, I think really developed my understanding of the whole leg game.
Plus a lot of
Don't know
time.
why.
Well, I think a plus a lot of times with heel hooks. Once you've got past the knee line, you've got the heel, you've got a good bite. You can look them in the eye and just be like, "Checkmate,"
Yeah. Yeah.
and then just slowly put it on rather than like a straight footlock. You'd be looking away. You got to kind of power it on, or potentially, or
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
There's
but
a-
now I feel like the straight footlock game has been developed so much that it's as powerful as
yeah,
a heel hook. And people are so good at defending heel hooks, and that's the other part of the leg game that I didn't mention earlier is defending
yeah.
and re-attacking. And then when you get really into the weeds, taking the back because the back's always there if the legs are going.
Yep.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I just every jiu-jitsu person at some point should go balls deep with the legs because it will make your jiu-jitsu better.
And as we've said a million times, it's the great leveler. You know, a bigger, stronger guy, possibly even just as good of a non-leg game as you. If you've got a good leg game, you know, it's or even just someone that's just smashing into you and just big, strong, trying to ragdoll you. You grab their legs. It does level the game, doesn't it?
Yeah,
You
big
know?
time.
I've rolled with so many guys who are just way better leg lockers than me, smaller than me, and I'm trying to chuck them around. As soon as I get all of my legs, I'm like, fuck, you know. It starts to become an intellectual game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Of angles and you know. So as you said, it could be its own sport, its own martial art. It's so complex and it's so like, it's a deep rabbit hole, isn't it?
That'd be interesting. It'd be like like the power slap, and now they've got the leg kick challenge thing. I don't know what it's called, but where they just kick each other, but like undefended, they just kick each other. So whoever gives up, like you could do like a leg lock version of that, where you're not allowed to disengage from the leg entanglement. You can change to a different leg entanglement, but you're not like if you pull out of the leg entanglement and aren't immediately transitioning to a different one, you lose. And whoever gets the leg lock first, that'd be an interesting rule set, wouldn't it?
At what point, talk about power slap, at what point is it going to become like bollock kicking?
That probably exists.
I feel like
that should exist.
Be Russians, won't it? The Russians will be doing it. Yeah, I just feel like the power slap thing is crazy.
It's retarded.
It's crazy.
It's fucking retarded.
Yeah.
And the fact that the UFC have pulled it and like are making it like a big sport.
Yeah, Dana's behind it. It's just like, huh? Like, I mean,
It
the bare
so
knuckle.
goes against everything that's like moving in the right direction, really like CTE and like concussions and things like that. I just don't get it.
Yeah, man. I feel the same thing. This might be a controversial, slightly unpopular opinion. I feel the same thing with the bare knuckle. It's just like these dudes are tearing themselves up, and I get it. You know, maybe the spectacle, and also the fact that probably there's going to be less shots to the head because you're going to break your hands. But then look at these dudes after the fight, and it's just like, it's just horrendous. It's just, how is that progression?
No.
I don't get it. But I kind of get why, but I'm not into it.
No, I'm not. Not at all.
I get why, in the sense that maybe it's just a spectacle, but surely we need to be moving to more regulated, more safe things rather than
Yeah.
yeah.
That being said, that kind of goes against what we were saying previous. Like and when we were having our parenting conversation, and we were saying that like I think this was on camera recently in one of the episodes. We were talking about how like our perception of danger is much greater now, so we're much more like cushioning our kids because we don't want them to come to harm, but actually like the harm probably isn't even likely to happen.
Yeah.
So like if we sort of go too far the other way, like in combat sports gets too safe, it's not combat sports anymore.
Oh
is
yeah,
it?
of course. But I think the power slap and the bare knuckle,
Power slap is retarded.
and it's just swung so far the other way. I mean, you know, the argument for it is like both the people stepping in, they know the stakes, they've made a conscious decision as an athlete. It's up to them. That's fine. I just think it just feels like a bit of a regression, personally.
I think you're right. Two people step up. They're doing it. For it to exist is fine. For the UFC to own and promote it is not fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's just some fucking crazy like American organisation or Russian organisation, they're doing it, fine.
Well,
We'll
there
watch
was
it as a spectacle,
like,
whatever.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice used to do it, all that kind of stuff, that like backyard brawling. So, yeah,
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But for the biggest combat sports organisation who are trying to promote clean, fighting, no steroids, looking after their fighters, like all this kind of thing, it just flies in the face of that. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like a complete U-turn on it.
But maybe, obviously, the UFC being a business, maybe they've just looked at the numbers and gone, fucking hell, this is really, really popular. So maybe just like with a lot of things like social media, the problem isn't the organisation, the problem is people. It's the way people react, and maybe it's really popular because that's what a lot of people want.
Is it held in like an arena? I've never actually watched one of the shows.
The
I've
Power
just
Slap
seen
or the-
bits. Yeah.
I think so. Well,
So are
don't know
people
if it's arena, but-
paying to go and watch Power Slap? Alone.
I'm not
That's
sure.
all they're seeing.
I'm not sure whether it's in like the Apex or something like that. I'm not sure. But it's in. I don't know whether there's actually people there. All you see is the close up of them doing it.
If people are paying to go and watch that, that is mental to me.
The fact that it's a sport, because it's like, to a degree, there's a perfectly good chance that whoever goes first is going to win, unless there's a big size disparity, or you have a bad shot. And there's been a few, like real freak show matchups where there was. Did you see the dude? One of the first ones I saw, it was some dude, kind of maybe our build, and he had like covered in tats. He had tats on the whites of his eyes. A real fucking mad-looking guy, and he slapped this bear of a dude, and the guy just brushed it off, and then absolutely fucking lamped him, and he just folded up.
So the small guy folded up.
Yeah. It's one of those, as soon as he hit him, you can see it like in the slow-mo, all his hair, all the sweat from his hair goes in the air and really, like, rings his bell.
Are there weight classes to this?
There wasn't in that matchup. You'd hope there was, wouldn't you?
You'd hope so.
Because just like with everything else, it's a significant advantage.
I
isn't it?
watched the women's one. It came up.
Women's power.
And they just, I think in this one, they get 3. Sorry, I just got a message too. They get 3 goes. And yeah, both of the women survived it. And I think there was like a decision maybe about who was going to win, but I don't really get what it was based on or whatever. It was
Great, isn't it? Well, so it's almost like one of the arguments against combat sports with striking is CTE. And it's almost like they've gone, well, fuck it, let's just have a CTE event.
Yeah.
So, just open-handed power slaps to the head.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing else.
If you are choosing to do it, you are a
Yeah.
fucking retard.
Do you think there's probably going to be a big proportion of people that are doing it for 15 minutes of fame sort of thing, to be a spectacle? You know, like some of the things that a lot of the kids do on YouTube, where they're just doing crazy, dangerous stuff just to get likes and clicks and whatnot. Do you think there's a fairly big proportion of people signing up that want that, as opposed to
Probably.
I'm going to be a power slapper, that's my career choice? Do you know what I mean?
The only person I know who does it is that girl who used to be in the UFC.
Oh, Paige Van Zandt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't need to do it.
No. She made on OnlyFans,
Yeah, she's all over OnlyFans.
but she made more money apparently on OnlyFans than she made in her entire career in the UFC.
Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not really sure what OnlyFans is.
I've
but
only heard about it myself.
Steve's told me about it.
Yeah, my friend told me. I think it's like a dating site or something. I don't know.
Something like
I don't know.
yeah, I think it's like a continuing education thing, membership site.
Okay,
where you learn
right.
stuff.
Oh, maybe we'll sign up then.
So she's probably quite intelligent.
Yeah,
But,
why does she need to do that?
I don't know.
She's going to be fairly kind of comfortably well off
I reckon
financially.
she's probably got 1 million plus followers.
So why? And also, if you're on OnlyFans, why are you what's the word? Voluntarily signing up to potentially get your face smashed in, or some sort of brain injury or something when you've got it made? I don't know.
She's obviously a bit tapped in the head, isn't she?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe she's doing it because of CTE, and just your decision making kind of isn't always the best if you're suffering.
Yeah. Could be just some sort of traumatic past. Who knows?
That was fucking amazing.
Yeah. Get down to Baffled. Get the pork ragu on the special menu.
Pork belly.
Pork belly ragu.
Thank you, pigs.
And this peanut crunch. Long time favourite. This has been on the menu. I think since it opened, it's just incredible.
It's one of those things you pick it up. You're like, there's a weight to that, isn't there? It's weighty. Now, that's going to be in me in a minute. It's going to be weighing me down.
You were saying you were going for a plateau. Mm-hmm. A common occurrence in
Yeah.
Jiu-Jitsu. I always feel like if you're going for a plateau, it's probably the time you're actually making the most progress.
So what? Because you're trying to break out of it, or because
I guess
you've
it
done the
depends
work?
why you're in that plateau. As far as I can see,
One more.
maybe. You could be in a plateau because you're like not in a good place in your life, let's say, and you're just like you're just turning the wheels over. You're just turning up the train, turning the wheels over. It's rolling like your head's somewhere else, you know. And in that instance, yeah, maybe you're not necessarily getting better. But some people will go for a plateau or feel like they're going for a plateau because they're trying to learn new stuff, and they're not winning the rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they're learning, they're like trying new things, losing all the rounds and thinking like, oh, fucking hell, like I'm just not getting any better. But actually it's because they're not doing their A game. Like if they reverted back to just doing their A game, they maybe be winning on the round.
Yeah, yes and no. I think for me, I feel like I've had those plateaus. This one has felt like I feel like my A game is. I'm just getting it off as well as I know. I feel like I know my ammo as well as I would like to.
Well, so probably your training partners.
That's what I was going to say.
They know exactly what's coming.
That's what I was going to say. And you know, if you're, like I said, I haven't got down to training as much as I'd like lately, just because of work. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? Sometimes, and so most of my sessions have been rolling with guys that are better than me, which is why I've been really trying to use the Wednesdays now and go deliberately with whites and blues to practice my B game, if you like. And I've been doing a bit of learning there, but it still felt like a plateau. It still felt like you know, I haven't, you know, been able to complete and see things through to the end, or you know, my decision making hasn't been quite right, and I've been trying to think, what do I need? And I felt like for quite a while, the whole legs thing. I need to, you know, we've gone back and forth with this for a while, haven't we? Since I got since I was a blue belt, really. But I felt like I need to get some sort of a system in my head. And I think you can plateau for different reasons, but I think that would definitely felt like that kind of a plateau this time. It was a, yeah, I was trying, and you're right, I think in the sense that the plateau is you're trying to break through, and a lot of the time when you're in a plateau, and the fact you're in a plateau is going to give you that frustration and that need and want to break through, and you're going to find a way. So it's almost like, you know, it's always darkest before the dawn sort of thing, you know. Maybe the plateau is a foreshadowing of like you're just about to have a penny drop, you know. So maybe you're right, you know. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's like enjoy the fact that you're in a plateau because you're just about to get like a breakthrough.
Yeah.
Which is it's quite philosophical, but I think it's true in a lot of cases, isn't it? For various different reasons, in various different situations, and reasons why you're in the plateau.
I think if you're really intentional with who you choose to spar with and what your focus for the session is and how you structure your training week, you could kind of avoid plateaus. So what I mean by that is like Monday night for me is winning night. Monday night is like, I'm going in, I'm going to scrap hard. I'm going to try and win every round. I don't care who I'm rolling with. I'm going to try and pick people who are like some rounds I'll try and pick people who are sort of like my level, who it's going to be a hard round, and I know it's going to be like nip and tuck. Maybe I won't win the round, maybe I will. Like, it's going to be tough. And then probably, so there might be like 1 or 2 of those rounds, and then 2 to 3 rounds will be like good competitive purple belts who I know that I'm going to win the round, but I'm going to have to work hard to do it. But I know I'm going to win the round, but I'm going to have to graft to do it. It's going to be tiring. Like, it's going to be hard work.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to push me. And then maybe 1 or 2 of those rounds will be like some blue belts or whatever, where I'm just going to really just practice like executing submissions and foot sweeps and whatever it is, but I'm just going to get good reps in of like how I choose to win. And like, I know I'm going to be able to do it like fairly comfortably, but I'm getting good reactions off them, like different reactions, you know, different people, different bodies, but I know that I can just practice my winning.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of like how I structure a Monday. Wednesday is like just, working on just weird, like just different stuff. Like, it might be escapes or whatever. Like, obviously a bit of it's gi, so that's just sort of slightly different as well. But like, just working on really stuff that I'm like not likely to do that much, and just trying to build out that stuff. And then Friday, obviously a lot of the time it's a double. So Friday morning we'll be trying to do some winning, or it might be like focused rounds like it was today. Like, wasn't a hard one today, but it was just sort of some focused sort of positional stuff, which was fun. And then Friday night I'm just working on leg locks. Like, so I'm just trying to win and just work on leg locks, survive in the leg locks, whatever to do with leg locks basically.
Okay.
And I feel like that has really helped like me sort of get out of that plateau thing, because each session has a very focused goal in mind, and like each round you kind of like, you know what your goal for that round is. So you don't ever really feel like you're sort of plateauing, because you're constantly like bringing new concepts in, new ideas, trying new things, you know, sharpening what you're already good at, and just, you know, ticking away at that. And, you know, so throughout the week, you're getting a lot of all the different things that you need, working on weaknesses, working on new ideas, working on how to win, how not to lose, like all throughout your training week, rather than just constantly coming in and being and doing the same thing.
Systematic approach. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I think there's it's it's foolhardy to just think the whole notion of just keep showing up. You can't just do that. Because if you just keep showing up and keep doing your game, and especially with training partners that know you, you're in a
have the same round with that person every time.
And you're in a comfort zone, and there's no creativity there, and there's no growth there.
Yeah.
And we're all trying to get better, right? But it's knowing that's what you just described is a really great systematic layout of a week, isn't it?
Yeah, and anything else outside of that would just be sort of just tinkering, or you know, there's a competition. Maybe sometimes there might do some more competition rounds like outside of that, like if someone's available or whatever. But like, that's the meat and bones of
just being deliberate, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, rather than just turning up and being like, I'm just going to train today.
Yeah.
And you see people who do that, and they just don't get as good. Whereas you see people who come in, like Dusty's a good example, who has a very sort of like focused mindset around what he's working on, and developing that in each session, and they just get better a lot quicker.
Just tighten the screws all the time, and being open as well. The way Dan was describing the that 50-50 pass was, you could see that Dusty lit up like, okay, yeah, sure, that. It's like this is, you know, it's about having that mindset, isn't it? That sensitivity to like, what was that? You know, I can use that.
Definitely. And so really, like, maybe plateaus don't exist. Maybe if you are going through a plateau, it's because your training structure isn't optimal.
Yeah, maybe. And maybe it's time for a review of how you're approaching sessions. And managing expectations. I think that's definitely maybe. That's maybe part of it is if you're going in every session to say win, you're going to probably be disappointed.
Yeah.
And then you're going to carry that disappointment through to other sessions. Whereas if you manage it, if like, I'm going to be trying my B game today, and I'm probably going to get subbed by some lower belts or whatever, because and that's fine. I just need
that's
to.
Fine.
That's fine. That's just it, isn't it? You know, it doesn't mean anything, does it?
Yeah.
But I think it's. I think a lot of people probably white and blue. Probably certainly for me, like your ego struggles with that a bit when you try new things because you're like, oh, he's got beaten. It's like, well, no, you didn't. You just. And it doesn't. You're all part of the same team. If you're training, you're all trying to get better. It doesn't matter who taps who, sort of thing. When you're all just trying to get better, because everyone's got strengths and weaknesses, haven't they?
Yeah. Hopefully, that is the case. Like in terms of like people not sort of getting too hung up on winning too much. That's where you want to get to.
Yeah.
I feel like it takes a while to get to that.
Yeah, you've always been really good at it. Right from blue belt, I remember you at blue belt. And you were
Born loser,
but you were fine with it. Like there's back over the years, in senior role people and rolling with you, and I get certain positions on you and think, and as a lower belt, I think, fucking brilliant. But actually looking back, it's like you were just trying to work out of that position, so you were letting me get there. For example,
sometimes.
Yeah, or maybe,
always,
or maybe sometimes I got there, but then but you've always been really good at just being like managing it. Like, it just is what it is. You know, I think I've wrestled with it throughout white and blue a little bit, if I'm honest. Like, my ego with it. It's like, oh, fucking hell, this new white belt's just fucking...
Yeah, no,
whatever.
we all did. And that, you wrestle with it at every belt level.
Yeah.
Because every time you get a new belt, in your head, you magically become better than all the other people that aren't your belt level.
Like, you were a blue belt yesterday, but now it's... And there's the one thing, and I'm sure you were the same, when you hit blue belt, what isn't there at white belt that suddenly happens at blue and purple is... Shit, I should be X because I'm this belt. Yeah. So I should be stepping on and representing, which to a degree is true, but to another degree is I'm still trying to get better. So I'm allowed to be flawed and recognise those flaws and try and, especially at purple belt, plug those gaps.
I just think it's more about like time served, and the longer you're around, the more apparent it becomes that. Some people get good really fast. Yeah. And other people don't. Yeah. And you just have to accept that. Yeah. You just have to accept that there's probably going to be a guy in the training room who's been training 5 years who's better than you. Yeah. Yeah. He might even know more than you. Yeah. He might be more technically aware. He might not, but he might be able to apply what he knows, and you just haven't got an answer for him. Yeah.
It's fine.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
You're going to quit?
Yeah.
You're going to stop doing jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you just have to accept it.
And
like,
also...
and the longer you do jiu-jitsu, you'll see those people come through. Maybe they quit after a while or whatever. You know, maybe there's some guy who's barely trying to always be... Like, you just have to get over yourself and be like, that is great for them.
100%.
And it means it's no reflection on me as a person. Yeah. Doesn't mean anything. Mike, camera... full
Henry's lost the power of speech, having stroke, shutting down. Boop, 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 boop. It appears the camera and Henry have run out of memory space.
You just have to get it fucking over yourself, mate. Because you're shit at jiu-jitsu. That other geezer's better than you. Yeah, you've been doing it 20 years, but you're still shit.
Yeah, yeah. He's always going to be able to beat you. That's it. I think, and it's like, even if you can't use the excuse, but he trains more than me. Even if you train the same amount, there's going to be guys there he might even be the same age as you, so you can't use that. He's just better at it. It just makes sense. He can get that shit to his subconscious quicker than you. That's fine.
The sooner you can get over that, the more it frees you.
Yeah.
It frees you from that like prison of like expectation. Yeah. And
also,
it makes you better at jiu-jitsu.
The realization nobody else cares.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's definitely something I think I wrestle with. No one's watching you going, fucking hell, that little belt's taps him every time. No one cares, because they're trying to get better. They're focusing on mainly themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's a hard thing to wrestle with for some of us. Definitely, I still struggle sometimes now, but I'm checking myself with it a lot, you know? Yeah. And I guess the further down the road you go, the better you get at that, you know?
You should do.
Keeping in check with your ego.
Yeah.
Here endeth the lesson. Go to Baffled. Thanks again, Natalia.
Yes, thank you so much.
Embrace...
Gorgeous.
It was amazing. And yeah, all of us just embrace your shitness.
Yeah. Just remember, you're shit at jiu-jitsu.
And it's never going to change.
See you next
time. See ya.
All right, guys, let's bow there and then we'll call it a day.